Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I was asked to give you a brief summary, a brief overview of the results and findings of a study that we did last year. But let me ask you this question to start with. Imagine, please, that you are in a group, a classroom, or a class, where you have 24 students, let's say from 11 to 18. How many of these children have encountered pornographic materials, pornographic content? 24 kids aged 11 to 18. 6 of them, more than 6, 12, 20, 10. So according to our study from last year, 43% of kids aged 11-18 have encountered pornographic or sexualized content. So before you panic, before stepping into sixth form or fifth form, don't panic, please, thinking that all of them have encountered this kind of content. So age is important. The younger the children, the fewer those kids, like 21%, 5 out of 24. But if you go to secondary school or senior high, then you'll have 15 out of 24, so 63%. So age is a very, very important factor when it comes to encountering pornographic content. Another important factor is gender. In our study, we found that 50% of boys have encountered pornographic materials versus 36% of girls. Another important piece of data that we have found is that 18% of kids have encountered such materials at least once a week, or encountered this kind of material at least once a week. So in our classroom of 24, 4 of these kids have encountered or encounter pornographic content at least once a week. So to us as researchers, it means on a regular basis. So now let's forget about that classroom of 24 children and let's focus on the 10 out of 24. Aged 11, 18 out of 24, 10, 43%, right? Statistically, 10 out of 24. So among these 10 kids, we've asked what kind of content it was. Mostly these were images, pictures or videos with a naked person or with people having sex, intimate parts. But what's also, to me, alarming is that out of those 10 children, 2 have seen sex in conjunction or involving violence, violent behavior. So 1/5 of the 10, so 2, at least 2, have seen some material that presented sexual intercourse in conjunction or involving violence. Where do kids encounter porn? Through their smartphones, going online, in their smartphones. So again, a device that they always carry on them, something that is very sort of personal, something that is very difficult to control. However, it doesn't mean we cannot control it. So let me move on to another part of my presentation, showing you some findings that are alarming, something that's of concern, but also I'd like to show you that there is something we can do. So I forgot about this one. So how kids how come they've encountered porn? So 58%, most of them, by chance, by coincidence, especially younger children. Nearly 70% of these say by chance. I stumbled upon it. 1/3, someone showed it to me. And 31%, I looked for it deliberately, intentionally. In case of this third group, so intentionally, mostly it happened in older respondents, in older youth. So now it's time for me to tell you what we can do. We can lower this alarming number. 80% kids don't have parental control software on their devices. So actually 80% of youngsters who go around carrying their smartphones everywhere, they don't have a parental control app on their devices. And parental control software is really important, especially for younger children who are not looking for porn, but still they may encounter it. And it could be for them really traumatic if they stumble upon something like this. Another number telling us what we can do is 46. 46% of kids have no rules whatsoever at home about the use of internet. So again, this goes to show how sometimes kids don't talk to grown-ups. They have no idea what's out there, where it makes sense to go and look for stuff, where maybe they should not go. So again, this number is something that we can work with or work on. So this is a chart showing some of the findings of our study. In your conference pack, you'll see even more than on the slide. And if you would like to know anything more about our findings, about our conclusions, please get acquainted with our report. It's published on the Foundation's website, fdds.pl, in the tab called Reports. And also there was an article that we published in a quarterly, Dziecko krzywdzone, abused child. So you can go there and find it and find it and take a read. And also, I'm sure you know our website, edukacja.fdds.pl. There is a tab called Children and Youth Encountering Pornographic Content. So you can go to this tab and find some nice ideas when it comes to projects, things that you can do at school, things that you can discuss. You can organize a nice class for younger kids, for older kids. This whole study, let me mention, has been funded by the National Health Fund. If you want to get in touch with me, if you have any questions, please write me an email. I'm not going to be able to stay with you till the end, but we can be in touch. Thank you.